What's up, everybody at home watching this? We're in LA. This is a 15 Club interview with one of the best up and coming bands right now, poptropicaslutz.
Appreciate it.
Thank you so much for taking the time to sit down and chat with
Thank you, bro.
Thank you. Thanks for coming.
Sick room we got going on.
Just so everyone knows, they're super professional. They have like 8 cameras, like 15 lights,
and more.
Yeah, dude. Of course. So you're out in LA. Is this your first time here?
This is our first time music related.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. He's been here before, like for like trips with like friends and stuff. I've never been here.
I came here with Danny once. Like Danny, he's like in Pop Tropical Sluts. He makes our merch.
Gotcha.
We came here like we were in 11th grade. I think it was like either 2018 or 2019. I'm not sure.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, I think it was 2018. Don't quote me on that. I honestly don't know. But
I'm sure they care.
Yeah,
exactly when it was.
Yeah, but like, actually no. And also, I came here when I was a kid.
Gotcha.
I actually got my first skateboard here,
Nice.
which is actually sick.
That's sick. Okay,
Yeah.
so we'll do some introductions real quick, just for those who don't know that are going to be watching this. So, your name and
should I look at like the camera when I say this, or like what?
Yeah, you can look at the camera.
Alright, I'm Christian, one half of Pop Tropical Sluts.
I'm Nick, the other half of Pop Tropical Sluts.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, we make music.
Yeah, we're not good at this.
No, it's all good. So tell me about like the formation of Pop Tropicaslutz. Like, I want to know like where it all began.
All right, so
How did you get here?
this is like a pretty fun story to tell, but like me and Nick, well, I feel like you're better at telling that part, like of like how we met,
Like the
and
beginning.
shit.
Okay, so like basically like how I actually met you in the first place.
Like met.
Okay, so like
Well, we already knew each other, like for like ever, because we live in the same small ass town. Like if you live in that
everyone
knows
knows
you
each
know
other,
everyone.
basically.
We went to the same elementary school,
and
high
like
school.
so basically again Danny from Emory Media, like we were hanging out one day and he's like, yeah, we're gonna hang out with Christian, Cecilia, he's like in the grade below us. I was like, oh yeah, I know who he is. And I was like, cool. And I was hanging out with these like girls at the time. Like I would like chill with them, and like he was like talking to like all of them at the same time, and they didn't know that, and they all found out, and they didn't become friends, and they like all like broke up, and like they weren't friends anymore. And like Amber was like a big deal because it was like high school and stupid shit like that was a big deal.
Yeah,
so like
a big deal.
and then I remember when I actually like it got introduced to him for the first time. Like I probably bumped into him like a few times like randomly, you know what I mean? But when I actually got introduced to him, like from Danny, I remember his mom dropped him off on like the block that like was on the way to this place called the Village, like where we'd go to get like food. It's like right by our school, and I was like, "Yo, like, you're the one that like is the reason all those girls aren't friends anymore." That's epic. Which it wasn't epic. We don't condone that anymore.
I was in 9th grade, so it's like it was like
But yeah, so then we became friends, and like we just got into tons of shenanigans like in that first year of being friends, and it was pretty epic. And then I randomly heard him freestyling, and it was like the most fire shit. Like, and I don't know, everyone was like listening, I think, and like they like thought it was good, but I don't think they were really listening. I was like, yo, was actually so fire. I was like, and like that was the time like when like you didn't have to be like the craziest, like most talented lyrical rapper or something to like blow up. Like random SoundCloud rap mumble stuff was blowing up. I was like, yo, you should totally be a rapper. Like that would be sick as fuck. And then I had went to a Kanye concert, like the St. Pablo one, earlier, like I think a year before that, and I was like, damn, like I want to do music so bad, because it was just like I saw the concert and it was so crazy. It was like at Madison Square Garden. It was my first concert, and it was like the most insane shit. And I was like, fuck, I want to do music, but I saw a show at Madison Square Garden, so it seemed so far-fetched to actually do music. It's not like I saw like a random like basement show, and that made it seem more possible, you know what I mean? So I was like, I have no clue how the fuck I'm gonna do that. So I just like didn't think anything of it really for like a year, and then I meet him, and then he's like freestyling. I was like, yo, let's be a rap group. And I can't rap at all. Like I've never written a song, never attempted to make a song or rap or anything, but he was really good at it, and I was like, yeah, fuck it, let's be a rap group. And then we started hanging out a bunch. Like we like went our separate ways and like made our own songs like by ourselves. And then like, you want to tell the story about how we actually made Pop Tropical Sluts? Like,
yeah, right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fuck, what were we just talking about?
Like it's like the Tekka party.
Oh shit.
That's like the party.
Okay, yeah. All right, so this is something that we've been saving for like fucking like I don't know, like a big platform.
Yeah.
We're gonna
I'm on
we're gonna
it.
air it out on
15 Club
15
is
Club.
that platform.
Yeah, 15 Club is the occasion to let everyone know that Poptropicaslutz, the inception of Poptropicaslutz was due to a Lil Tecca appearance at a house party.
Wow.
That is literally
Yeah, because it was crazy. Because like this kid that just went to our school, like he had like a pretty big house, and he was having a party, and there was like probably like 400 people there. It was like a lot of people. Like it was
huge. Like everyone like in our general area and like outside of it knew about the party, and like everyone was talking about it and was gonna go. It was like one of those like huge like high school parties, and it was like. One kid from our school knew Lil Tecca was like in his like group or whatever, and he was like, "Yo, I'm gonna try to get him to come." And like halfway through the party, like Tecca walks in, and everyone like Tecca blew up in our area before he blew up anywhere else.
Yeah,
like
he was
like in Valley Stream, like he like his initial blow up was like in Valley Stream. And like people at our school were fucking obsessed with him.
They were, like,
he
the
walked
biggest
in
Lil Tecca
and
stans.
everyone thought Drake walked in. And this was like before Tecca had like his huge blow up, like before Ransom.
This was like I think a month before Ransom, and he had just hit 100.
He hit 100K on Instagram like that day.
I think it was either that day or the next day.
But everyone freaked out. They played all his music. They were like all recording him and like crowding around him. It was like no one gave a fuck what else was going on. They were just like taking pictures with Tech and shit. And I remember like me and Nick like this was when like we hadn't been like making music together yet, but like we kind of like saw each other from across the room, and like I remember like we both were on the same page. We were like, yo, like. This like
this
like
totally
like
brilliant.
we could do it like the fuck like if this is happening in front of our eyes like we could do it. And the next day we fucking wrote our first song together, and then that's literally how Poptropicaslutz became a thing.
If you want to listen to that song, it's called 1-800-LOVE-ME. It's on SoundCloud.
It's on SoundCloud.
Oh, actually, it's also on Spotify, but it's not on Poptropicaslutz. It's
on our YouTube channel too. But yeah, so basically Lil Tecca is the reason that Poptropicaslutz is a thing.
Yeah, it's crazy. And it's crazy because like I like am not the type of person that like if I see like an artist, I'm gonna tell you like, oh yeah, I make music, like yeah. You know what I mean? Like doing all that, trying to like pitch myself to you, like but like I had this one friend at the time. He's like, yo, bro, this kid's the next big rapper, bro. He's gonna be next up. Like yo, like for him, my name at the time was Young Croft. He's like, yeah, Young Croft, bro. He's about to be sick. He's like, whatever. And I was like, oh god, why the fuck did he just do that? And then but then Tecca was really cool. He was like, yeah, bro. I mean, he said like some cliche shit, but it's just good advice, you know what I mean? He was like, yeah, no matter what anyone says, like, you can do this shit. Like, people hated on me so much, and like, now look what happened, and I'm like, I'm really doing it. And then I gave him his props, because he was like, seeing someone blow up in front of your eyes, and it's like, wow, like, this is like, actually, like, it could happen.
Yeah.
Because so a lot of times you would see like the kids that would blow up, like kids that were like 16, and they would blow up, and like I remember seeing like Lil Mosey blow up or something, but he was like from Seattle, so he was like far away, and it's just like, oh, maybe this kid just got lucky. But seeing like a kid from like 10 minutes away from you, that I used to see Lil Tecca at the mall, because Lil Tecca just sticks out, you know what I mean? And I would see him at the mall, and I saw him like at this park once, and then like he came to the party, and I was just like, damn, like this kid literally like blew up, and I've like seen him around so many times, and like it's actually possible.
You just call this the Lil Tecca interview.
Yeah, this was a Lil Tecca interview, but that was
Lil
crazy.
Tecca story.
But yeah, all right, shout out Lil Tecca though.
Yeah.
'Cause honestly, like that was just like I remember Nick like hammering that shit into my head, like, yo, like, bro, if this kid can do it, like, we can do it, bro. Like, he's literally just like he was in my grade, I think. Like, it was just like, oh,
he's like, he literally is like from 10 minutes away from where we are. Like, it's totally possible.
Yeah.
But yeah,
definitely.
and that was like the initial thing. Like, we wrote that song together, but like Poptropicaslutz, like as it is, like being called Poptropicaslutz and everything, really started in quarantine when we were like, all right, like we don't have to focus on school or anything. Like, let's get our fucking shit together. Let's like focus on music when we have nothing else to focus on. And then that's when the name came about. That's when the music kind of started to take a turn toward what it is now. And everything started coming together. It was really like Tim was like a vital piece in bringing everything together. Me and Tim, fun fact, our manager Tim, we know each other from high school track because we were rivals in the mile and the 800. We were like the two best in the county, or like two of the best in the county. Yeah. And that's like, we would always race. And then like one day he like hit me up and said he made beats, and I was like, bro, this is hilarious. This track kid is telling me that he's a producer. And then like they were actually good. And then ever since then we like stayed in touch. And then when quarantine happened, I was like, I want Tim to be a part of it. And then he became our manager. And shit, just honestly, everything happens for a reason. And we were like so dedicated to it that it kind of just seems like, if like when you think of the story, everything that happened, it kind of just seems like everything magically fell into place. I mean, don't get like, by no means are we like there yet to where like we're not like superstars
but
yet.
You're like, you know, hitting all the marks to
everything
get to
that happened to get us to where we are today is kind of like Like it just fell into place.
Like,
obviously with a lot of like work and effort, but like a lot of things that happened were like right place, right time. Like Tim sent a SoundCloud link and email it to poor Stacy's manager. The subject was hit with the red exclamation point
it was
emoji.
2007.
And it was just the I Miss 2007 SoundCloud link, no body, no text, just a link. And he actually answered, signed the single, and we got on New Music Friday. And that's literally what we wouldn't be here if it weren't for that.
So crazy.
We wouldn't have made any of the songs that we made if it weren't for that. Like besides like Romeo and Juliet and Hollywood and that stuff, like Grandma, like Bad Habit, that shit all came from like our Atlanta trip, which came from New Music Friday, which is how the TikTok happened because those were the Atlanta songs. Like all that shit stemmed
everything
from that.
kind of
like
happened like perfectly. And it's crazy because like at the time, like we had no clue what the fuck we were doing. Like I didn't know that like people could sign a single. I thought you had to like sign.
Yeah,
like, sign
when he said like, "Do you want to sign that single?" I was like, "Is that like a joke?" Like I didn't know signing a single was a thing. I thought you like signed like as an artist, like you're signed. Like I didn't.
And also like we didn't really know that like putting yourself on all platforms like actually like means something. Like we used to just put stuff on SoundCloud and thought it would just go viral on SoundCloud. Like we'd send our stuff into like No Jumper and like we'd get like reposted because he thought it was cool. And then like we was like like hopefully maybe you'll like start like kicking off or something, like taking off.
Yeah.
But like it never really was. Like we were getting streams, but like it wasn't like to the point like where we thought it should be. And then like once we got playlisted on Spotify, that like changed everything. So for any upcoming musicians, put yourself on Spotify. Yeah. And all platforms.
Put yourself on everything because it gives you like the biggest chance of being discovered.
And also people think you're actually making real music when you're on Spotify. Like when you tell someone you're making music, it's like, oh, what are you on
that's
SoundCloud?
another thing. If you're only on SoundCloud, no matter how good you are,
people are gonna hate on you so
People are
hard.
gonna judge you. So like even if you want to just give yourself a head start, just put yourself on everything. Like no matter how far you are, just to fucking shut people up. It's really just like shut like
even if you
I remember people being how did he get on Apple Music? Like I remember someone said that about me. I got my first song. I was like. Anyone can put anything.
Do that. You can literally fart on like an audio file and like put it on Spotify. You actually could.
Yeah, Sam's the type. Yeah. All right, that was a really, really long-winded answer of how Pop Tropical Slutz came about. But
very thorough. Beautiful. Yeah, we're extremely thorough.
I love it. I couldn't picture it going a different way. Okay, so like a lot of the subject matter in your songs like deals with like relationship and heartbreak. Are you guys as down bad like as your songs sound?
Oh, we're totally down bad. Okay, so basically like when like we had started writing those songs, I was like, okay, I just got like my like heart broken basically, and I was just like, fuck, bro, like it was quarantine was a bad start. It's so much deeper than that, but it's like long story short, got my heart broken, right? And then I was like, okay, fuck it, like I'm a musician, like this is like a gold mine. So like I remember I texted him and I was like, yo, let's just make a bunch of sad songs. And then like I'd gone on YouTube and I'd found like some emo pop punk like instrumentals from this guy Rin, like and then I had written like the intro to shout out Rin. I'd written the intro of 2007, like the whoa last night was a great time, like that whole thing. And I like didn't tell him anything that had happened because I was just like always to myself. I didn't like tell people anything. I'm not like a vulnerable dude. So like he sends me back the hook and it was like almost the exact thing like I was feeling. It's almost like he took the words out of my mouth and then he sent me the verse. And then I was like, holy shit. I was like, not only is this exactly how I feel, but it's like fire as fuck. And it's like, holy shit. But like we couldn't record it because we're in quarantine. I was like, fuck, too bad the world's ending. Like that fucking blows. Like literally, like I was thinking about how like, this is so epic, but like we're in quarantine. We couldn't go to the studio to record it. Like every day I'm hearing about like, oh, coronavirus, like yada, yada, yada. Like people are dying and it's just like the craziest time ever. And I was just like, and those songs honestly gave me hope that like, yeah, there's no way the world's gonna end. Like, there's no way that we made these songs and they're so sick and like we're not gonna be able to release them and do all this awesome shit that we said we were gonna do. Because at the beginning of quarantine, I'm sure everyone thought this, but like it felt like nothing was ever gonna be the same again. And the fact that we can even play shows now and like do all that is just like thank God. You know what I mean? It's crazy.
Okay, so like I miss 2007. Why do you miss 2007?
Okay, so basically,
I got the.
I saw the chain. The chain is like, okay, there's something going on here with 2007.
Okay,
like,
but actually, that was just like fate because we went to a thrift store and I saw that in like a glass display case, and it was like in
after
a display
or
case.
Before the song came.
After the song came. Okay. This was like a month ago, 2 months ago.
Like a month and a half ago.
Yeah, like and I was like, yo, that's sick. And like I don't know, I have tons of necklaces. So I was like, yo, you should just get it. And it was like probably like $6 or something. It's a thrift store.
The name I'm in 2007 comes from the comment section of a song that
yeah, I was on SoundCloud and I was listening to Drugs by Poor Stacy, not Poor Stacy, by fucking Lil Aaron. And I was reading through comments and or not, I wasn't even reading through them. You know how like on SoundCloud, like when you're playing it, they just pop up.
Yeah.
Someone just said I miss 2007. I was like, that's a cool ass song title. And like 2007 was sick. Like so much awesome shit happened in 2007. So like
it's kind of just like that happened, and then it was kind of like, all right, like because all our shit is kind of like somewhat reminiscent of like the 2000s. So it's kind of like it's also like 2007 is like the first year that like I was 5 in 2007. Like I could like it's the first year I could like somewhat remember. Like I remember like I fucking like that's when I started kindergarten. Like there's like a lot of memories from 2007. So it's like. You know, I'm not gonna say I missed 2003 because like I wasn't old enough. But like, I love I'm kind of nostalgic for a time period I wasn't really like in. Like I was alive, but I wasn't really like
what do you say?
Enough to do
MTV,
anything.
I wouldn't be a teenager in 2005, like something like that.
Yeah, because like honestly, like if you look back on that time period, stuff was so cool. Like when it came to music, like people really cared about the music and like the live show, and like everything just seemed like so much more rare, and it was so much more of like a moment. Now everything's always like there's a picture of everything. Everything's on everyone's Snapchat. Like there's 1,000 videos of every concert you're ever gonna see that's like a modern day concert. But back then, like there's like a few videos that someone took on like their like VHS camera or something, and like it's just rare moments. Everything back then just seemed so rare, and like TV was a big thing. Like it's not like you would just always go on like YouTube to find every single thing. Like you'd watch music videos on MTV, and that's just cool. I don't know. Back then was just a cool time.
Yeah, I can definitely like see like in you guys' aesthetic like the admiration for like that time period. Yeah. And you guys are like really nailing it. Like with like everything is just like on brand with everything. So like that's like kind of rare to see with like up and coming artists, especially ones that are like you guys like just coming together on like some friend stuff. So it's dope to see.
Thank you, bro.
Thank you, appreciate that.
What is another thing like Angel Numbers? You guys are like pretty big on, right?
Yeah.
What's like going on there?
That's okay. That's another really long story. But like, long story short, after I got my heart broken, I got into like spirituality and stuff. Like, I got this fucking amethyst crystal on and shit. But like, I was just like seeing angel numbers and stuff, and I was like, I didn't really know if that was a real thing. But then like, I started looking them up, and they were giving me like good advice, and it was weird because it's just like I'm seeing random numbers and I'm just getting good advice from them, and then I started putting my friends onto it, and I was always just like talking about them all the time. Everyone thought I was like a psychopath at first, but then I was like, no, trust me, just like give it a little bit of time and you'll get it. And then like we always send them in like the group chat now, and just like everyone just started like doing that. And like it's not like we all became like spiritual like gurus or anything, but like we just kind of got into it and started believing everything happens for a reason, and like manifesting your reality and stuff. And that shit totally works. Like, I don't care what anyone says, that shit works. Because everything that we said that we wanted to do so far is happening.
I feel the same way. Like, I write everything I want to do down. And I just
totally.
leave it.
Like, you have to script that shit into existence.
That shit is super helpful. Honestly, even if it was, like, all, like, a scam and it doesn't work, it's, like, you like, actually make yourself believe it. And when you believe it, it's, like, that's when it's going to happen. Because it's never going to happen if you're, like, if you have hoping there's a chance, or, like, thinking, like, oh, it's going to be hard. Like, you got to really just think you're going to do it. And that's when you do it.
Definitely.
Yeah, it's crazy.
So how's tour been? Was this the last?
Yeah, this is the last stop.
This is the last stop, but
it's crazy.
We have an EP coming, album, whatever you want to call it.
Just in case the world ends.
And that we're gonna have a tour around, and that shit is gonna be like a very huge step up. Which is why
if you come to a show, any of the past 5 shows, the Just in Case the World Ends shows are gonna be so much better than that. But
we were just like
cool too,
kind of throwing shit together and like riding off like the pure like just like energy and shit.
Yeah, just doing glorified karaoke. But then the last, which our manager called it, our manager Will. Shout out Will. We have also a new manager now. His name is Will, and he's actually sick as fuck.
Yeah.
And he helped us like tighten up the live show a lot. Like we added like the bass and the Christmas lights on the stand.
Nice.
And stuff, and just like we got a new interface to make sure our vocals weren't like all like muddy and shitty and stuff. Like we're just tightening up all the loose ends and making sure it's a better show than what we did before. Because we did a lot of stuff wrong. Like, Will came to our show at the Mercury Lounge, and he was like, yeah, that was epic. Like, this was, like, a really fire show, even though you guys did every single thing wrong. But, like, it was really sick. Anyway.
Yeah, but
it's cool, though.
So we're holding off until, I'm going to say, January.
February.
There will be a tour most likely in January. But,
the EP out before then?
The EP should be coming in January. Don't hold me to that.
Yeah, because we said a lot of stuff was gonna come, and we never ended up dropping.
But there's definitely an EP. There's definitely
the
just
EP's
in case the world ends. Is every song is like we have all the songs. We have we just need to finish mixing, mastering. We have the cover art. We have it's gonna be crazy. I'm so excited.
It's gonna be epic. You won't be disappointed. It'll be worth the wait. Definitely.
Let's go. All right, a few more questions. Your Instagram handles, they're so obscure. Everyone's Instagram handles their name. What's going on?
See, that's exactly why we didn't want them to be our names. You want to talk about yours first?
Yeah. So mine is "We All Know You Love Attention." I'm sure in the video that's gonna be on the screen or some shit.
Yeah, we'll do something.
But yeah, that's a line from our song "Teen Pop Sensation." And,
which is probably gonna be our next single, actually.
Yeah, that's probably coming really soon. Tim, the reason I actually got that username, shout out Tim, our manager. When we were sending labels and stuff, just in case the world ends, I think. I don't think it was as it is now, but the EP as it was a little while ago. He didn't have the access to our SoundCloud, so he made his own account to send the private link around on. And he titled it "We All Know You Love Attention" because that Teen Pop Sensation was originally the first song on the EP. So I was like, that looks really cool. And I really wanted to change my username. And I originally changed it to Car Crash Heart with 444 in it, but it was kind of hard to read. People thought I got hacked.
Yeah.
So then I was like, wait, it looked really cool what Tim did on SoundCloud. So then I changed it and I thought it looked sick. And then it's been that ever since.
Yes. So, and for me, it's kind of the same thing. It's just a song lyric. I originally had written it's my name comes from the song. It's called "Hysteria is Impossible Without an Audience." It's the 5th song on the project, and I had written that lives for glamour idea in my notes because I just wanted to use that for something. I just didn't know what I was gonna use it for, and then I went to Sam's house one day when he was doing something, and he was coming later in the day, and I'd shown him "Bulletproof Love" by Pierce the Veil, and as a reference for the type of lead I wanted him to play, and he played it. He made this weird ass lead, and he chopped it up and made it a cool thing, and then I started writing the lyrics while he's writing out the beat. And then I was like, oh, wait, this fits perfectly over, the chorus part. And then, and then I was Sheila's for Glamour after that. But actually, before that, my name was You Knew Me Before. And I was just because I was just changing, you know what I mean? So I was just let me change it to something super literal. But then I was like, fuck that. That's not going to be cool in 10 years. And I was so, and then I wrote that and I was like, yeah, it's a cool Instagram handle. And I was like, yeah.
Nice.
Pretty much it. Yeah.
Fire. So sick. You guys collab a lot with your friends and stuff like that?
Yeah, we only really work with our friends. If you're not our actual friend, we probably won't work with you. But I mean, not that we are opposed to it, because if you have sick music, we'll definitely work with you, even if we don't know you yet. Yeah. Or if you're a great musician, you're renowned or something. But I mean,
but pretty much poptropicaslutz started.
We're getting all the clout we can.
Unless you're renowned, we're not working. Yeah. But poptropicaslutz is built upon just doing shit with people that you fuck with. Because it started off when we made the poptropicaslutz group chat, it was me, Nick, our manager Tim, Danny, Imri Media, who makes our merch, and Pablo Shot That, who takes flicks for us and shit. And it was just at that point, poptropicaslutz didn't have a song yet. We just had our old shit that we made together that was a lot different. Tim had kind of just been someone I knew who liked music.
Yeah,
Pablo
I had no clue who Tim
had not picked up a camera yet. Pablo literally had not picked up a camera yet.
And the only reason I knew Pablo, I remember he was a new kid at our elementary school, and I had these weird Converse, and they were olive green and black, and I was like, yeah, no one's gonna have these. I'm gonna be the only kid with these. And I see Pablo, he's new, he had a bean haircut, and he literally is sitting across the gym, where we'd wait before we go into class, and he's wearing them. I'm like, who the fuck is that kid, bro? How the fuck does he have my shoes? And then randomly, me and Pablo bond over clothes now, which is just
crazy.
Yeah.
Foreshadowing.
Yeah. Yeah, that's
definitely
weird. But yeah, when we made fucking poptropicaslutz, none of us were anywhere near what we're on now. And then Pablo somehow ended up shooting shit. Tim ended up editing and shooting some of our music videos and becoming our manager. And Danny ended up doing our merch. So it kind of just fell together. And then we met Sam, who's one of our closest friends now, who fucking we're always working with, making songs.
Who I had to share
He's
my
doing
bed
homework
with
over there
against my will.
But they slept together. But poptropicaslutz is if we fuck with you, we'll work with you. That's how it works.
And honestly, we don't care if you're the craziest like musician ever. Like if you are like a good person and you make music, like we'll totally make a song with you. Like you don't have to be like the craziest artist ever, like making the craziest songs. Like if you're like just a cool person and you make like music, like we'll probably make a song with you if we met you in real life. I feel like because especially the way we are, I feel like if we cross paths, it's for a reason, you know.
Right. Yeah.
So
definitely. All right. I know you guys gotta go dinner, so.
Yeah, we totally probably almost missed that shit, but it's cool. This is way more cool.
No, this is worth it.
Fire.
We could eat anytime.
Sorry, Claudia.
Like
Yeah, sorry,
what's
Claudia.
We'll be there soon.
what's something that I guess we didn't talk about in this interview that people don't know or you'd like them to know now? What would you like to say?
I feel like there's definitely something, and I'm not gonna be able to think of it.
Okay, something that people don't know is a lot of times we don't write the songs together, and like we'll just like always be on the same page, and that's really weird. It's like some weird fucking Freaky Friday shit.
Yeah, it's
like,
so weird. Like you said about 2007, like the shit that we write, like we won't like.
We actually did that today. We did that literally today.
Oh yeah, we made a song today. Like we just like we'll both write shit, and it just always happens. Like I don't think there's ever been a time where it's not like that. No. Like it just they go together perfectly. Yeah, it's crazy.
Like because we never really start like, okay, so this song is gonna be about like this type of relationship song, but we'll just like, write whatever comes to our heads, and it'll always be the same thing, and that's super convenient. Like imagine like it wasn't like that. That'd be so frustrating.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Also, fuck. What else do I want to say?
Anything. Get it all off the table.
If anyone's watching that wants to like do something similar to what we're doing, or you just want to do anything that like you're not sure about following, just do it. Cause like, I don't know. It's like once you believe in it, it's like it can really happen. That's like the first major step. It's just like believe in it.
Believe in yourself. Honestly, like if you like believe in yourself to the fullest and think you could do anything, like if you whether you want to have the illest radio show or you want to like be poptropicaslutz, like you could do that shit. Like literally, you can do anything. You just gotta believe in yourself. And it's so cliche, and like that's something that everyone knows. But it's
the truth.
Yeah, it's something that everyone knows. But I like to think that those little things that everyone knows that like people are like, oh yeah, that just go over your head. Those are like the facts of life. Yeah. Like those are literally like the truest things. Like.
Just to put it like this, like we wrote Hollywood High 16 probably like May or June of last year, and like that whole song basically it's like my part is like, so just forget the world, you don't need no one else to run to, it's a shame I told you that I love you, it's okay if you don't feel the same. And then Nick comes in, he's like, now they got me signing autographs and all that, the girl I want is calling back, she always asks. We were like we didn't even have a poptropicaslutz Instagram account. Like we had like our biggest song probably had like 10K or some shit. Yeah. And like you listen to the song, it's like blah blah, I'm heartbroken, blah blah, and then Nick comes in and he's like, but now I'm signing autographs, she wants me back, and it's like yesterday at the fucking LA show, bro.
The amount of autographs
you were there, bro. You saw that shit.
Yeah.
I have never, because I was telling him this. Every time we finish a show, like someone grabs us and like fucking like holds us up for like 20 minutes while everyone's leaving, so we don't get to really interact with the fucking supporters and the people who came to see us.
That's
that much.
Foul, by the way. If you're doing that to artists after their show, especially like on your level,
it's actually the most. Bro, I'm like so fucking socially awkward too, and having like 1,000 people come up to me is just like holy shit. Like because I want to make sure I can like talk to everyone and like sign their stuff, because like if like I was a huge fan of someone and like I wanted them to sign something I didn't get the opportunity to, but I was close, that would be so shit. Yeah, I'd be so whack, you know what I mean? So I was like, I want to talk to everyone, but it's so overwhelming because like I'm trying to write one thing and then like someone else asks, I'm like, okay, in a second, and then I'll finish writing it, and then someone else will ask, and someone wants a picture, and it's like, holy
yesterday
shit,
was really crazy. Like, it's the best feeling ever, though. I was telling everyone, I'm like, I'm so overwhelmed right now, but in like the best way possible. Yeah, it's like I was like signing some shit with like two people over my shoulder asking for a picture, and then Nick tapping me on the shoulder like, we need to sign this, and like I'm just like signing all this shit.
I'm calling my mom, I'm like, yo mom, I'm fucking famous.
I'm just like, bro, we're opening right now, and like we have like a swarm merch table, like it feels like we're like fucking we're the headliners, like it's just crazy. Like but like I said, so now that like we're really signing autographs and all that, so it's just like shit that we deadass like spoke into existence.
You speak everything into existence. Like if you think that like you're gonna be something or you want to be something, just keep saying it. Even if people think you're crazy, just keep saying it, and they'll still think you're crazy. But like, just do it, and then you'll do it, and then they'll be crazy.
They're sitting behind a desk.
Number one tip is that if people fucking hate on you, like people like if that's like a like discourages any of you, People are gonna hate on you if you were the fucking next Kanye West. People are gonna hate on you no matter who the fuck you are, how good you are. No one is gonna tell you you're good when you're starting unless they're like friends with you. People fucking hate to see other people succeed.
Yeah.
The majority of people are like miserable people that hate to see other people do something
basically, moral
that
of the
they want
story
to
is
do.
fuck everyone.
So if you get discouraged from people hating, people are gonna hate regardless.
Yeah.
Like, don't let that stop you, because people fucking hated on me. People hated on him. Like, people hated on anyone who eventually had success has been hated on. So don't let anything stop you.
People were roasting the fuck out of us. Like, oh, Lil Jon to a young crop, 1-800 love me. It's fucking kids
like,
box.
oh, like fucking it's cringe.
And
like,
look at him now.
Yeah.
Now look at us. We're poptropicaslutz, bitch.
I think that's a perfect way to wrap this up. Then. Thank you so much for making this happen. This was so sick.
Yeah. Thanks for pulling up. And again, bro, this was so professional.
Yeah, but I wish you guys could see the setup.
Yeah, they have like a guy with like a fucking like what's this thing called? Like an interface or something? Like they have an interface. They got computer.
This was like
they got lights. They have like these 2 microphones. They have 2 cameras. We have Sam in the corner doing his homework so he doesn't fail out at FIT. They got the lights and shit.
They got a lamp, a TV, a bathroom, bro.
Yeah, bathroom with some schizophrenic writing on the.
Facts. Writing on the.
Also, if anyone ever stays at the Grafton on Sunset, look at the shower thing and like the words that are on the like glass like panes and like the shower. They make no sense. It's like a huge like little like paragraph.
I think it's
that
just
makes
words.
no sense. It's just random words, and like they don't even go together. It makes no sense.
Peace.
Vibes.
Yourself on a Tuesday.
That's literally what it is.
Yeah. All right, this has been the Fitting Club with Poptropicaslutz. In bed with Poptropicaslutz.
In bed with Poptropicaslutz.
Thank you guys so much.
Thank you, bro. Fuck yeah, this was sick.
Poptropicaslutz.